Welcome. My name is Prince Esshiett, and I'm your guide on the study of the subject of emotional stability, based on teachings and principles from the book, The Emotional Virus. So far, in our study of the subject of emotional mechanics and the PARDE Theory of the human feelings, we have been able to look at various component realms, sub-realms, and zones or regions of the system of the human feelings, and their influence with regards to human affairs. In bringing this study to a close, we will be looking at another indispensable realm of the human feelings, which is the realm of the emotions or external feelings. The realm of the emotions is the final realm that makes up the system of the human feelings, and by virtue of its position as portrayed by the structure of the system, it plays a vital role with regards to the system, and likewise in the affairs of humans. The purpose of this study is for us to therefore realize some salient truths about this realm, its relevance within the system of the human feelings, and likewise its influence with regards to human affairs. We begin with a basic understanding of what emotions are. What are emotions? Although the term emotion is largely synonymous and can be used interchangeably with the term feeling, the truth is that both terms are not exactly the same in every circumstance. There is actually a distinction between these two terms, and this distinction is accounted for in our understanding of the workings of the system of the human feelings. The fundamental distinguishing factor between an emotion and a feeling is that while a feeling can exist in two basic states, namely internal and external. And by internal feelings, I mean feelings that are latent, concealed, undisclosed, unexpressed, or not made obvious to the external environment. And by external feelings, I mean feelings that are disclosed, displayed, expressed, let out, or made obvious to the external environment. An emotion is in actual fact an external feeling, or can be said to be a subset of the word feeling. In other words, every emotion is a feeling, but not every feeling, especially the internal or latent feelings, can be said to be an emotion until such feelings are otherwise expressed, disclosed, displayed, let out, or made obvious to the external environment through one or more of the various vehicles of expression, which are speech, facial expression, eye contact, body language, or bodily actions and reactions. So therefore, what is an emotion? Based on our explanation, an emotion can simply be defined as an expressed, disclosed, displayed, or let out feeling. An emotion can also be defined as a previously internal or latent feeling which has now been or is now being made known or made obvious to the external environment. This is a basic definition of what an emotion is. But on the grounds of the PARDE theory, the term emotion is defined from a more specific or practical viewpoint. Based on the PARDE theory, an emotion can be defined as either an expressed, disclosed, displayed, or let out feeling of perception, attraction, repulsion, desire, converse desire, or an expressed resultant feeling. Recall that one's internal or inward feelings are not easily sensed, detected, or made perceptible by the external environment, but by expression, or when these inward feelings are displayed, let out, or expressed, they become outward or external feelings, which are easily perceptible by the external environment. In other words, the inward or internal feelings, due to their expression, display, or disclosure, are transformed from their latent state to become emotions. The moment an internal or inward feeling is expressed, displayed, or voiced out using the vehicles of expression, such internal or inward feelings become transformed into emotions or external feelings. On the contrary, until there is an expression, display, or disclosure of such internal feelings, they continue to remain as internal, inward, latent, or unexpressed feelings. Let's now look at some salient facts about the realm of the emotions. The following salient facts tell us more about the realm of the emotions. Number 1, the system's outlet. The realm of the emotions is the outlet to the system of the human feelings. It is the avenue or realm through which your feelings are made known to the external environment. By this I mean all feelings are expressed, made known, made obvious, or made perceptible to the external environment through the realm or avenue of the emotions. We rightly stated in part 10 that the realm of perception is the inlet or entrance to the system of the human feelings, in the sense that it receives information from the external environment, which could either be true, false, fact, or fallacy, and based on it, determines what goes on or transpires in the other realms of the human feelings. In other words, the realm of perception is the pathway or avenue to your attraction, repulsion, desires, compass desires, resultant feelings, and emotions. It is the pathway through which any feeling can be assessed, determined, aroused, handled, controlled, rectified, corrected, regulated, or quelled. The realm of the emotions, on the other hand, serves as the outlet, avenue, or pathway through which any feeling is let out, expressed, made known, made obvious, or made perceptible to the external environment. While the realm of perception receives truths, error, facts, or fallacies from the external environment, initiates the process or operation of the system of the human feelings, and likewise determines what transpires within the other realms of the human feelings, the realm of the emotions, on the other hand, following what transpires within the other realms of the system of the human feelings, consequently expresses, lets out, discloses, makes known, or reveals truths, error, facts, or fallacies to the external environment. Perception is the inlet or entrance, while emotion is the outlet or exit. And this is why all the other realms of the human feelings continue to remain as internal feelings until they are let out, expressed, or displayed through the outlet known as the emotions. In other words, until they are let out, disclosed, or expressed through the system's outlet or exit, which is the realm of the emotions, they continue to remain as internal or latent feelings. Number 2, the realm of display. Apart from being the outlet to the system of the human feelings, the realm of the emotions is also the realm of display or expression. In other words, it is the display center of the system of the human feelings, through which any feeling can be displayed. This fact is also similar to the one above. Number 3, the zone of the external feelings. As we have already pointed out, the emotions are essentially one and the same thing as the external feelings. Based on this, it can be seen that in accordance with the structure of the system of the human feelings, as explained by the PARDE Theory, the zone of the external feelings is solely occupied or constituted by the realm of the emotions. The zone of the external feelings, just like that of the internal feelings, has its own significance with regards to the system of the human feelings and its relevance in human affairs. Let's now take a look at its significance. Significance of the emotions of external feelings. The significance of the zone of the external feelings, or the pivotal role which the zone of the external feelings plays with regards to the system of the human feelings and human affairs in general, is elucidated by the following points. Number 1, your external feelings display or show your external disposition. Just like what we have said in the case of the internal feelings, one of the primary functions of the emotions or external feelings is that it shows or displays one's external disposition or external emotional state, if I am permitted to use that term. Although the phrase external emotional state is one that has been coined for want of words, it is used in this context to mean the way one feels on the outside, or the air, aura, ambience, or atmosphere that surrounds one. By this I mean, one of the primary functions of the emotions or the external feelings is that it actually shows or displays one's mood, countenance, temper, or temperament at any point in time. Since one's emotions or external feelings are actually displayed, expressed, let out, or disclosed feelings, the relation that defines one's external disposition can also be said to be similar to that of the internal disposition function. In the light of this fact, we can therefore say that based on the PARDE Theory, one's external disposition can be defined as a function of the displayed feelings of perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, compass desires, and the displayed resultant feelings stemming from such perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, and compass desires. This is the basic relation or function that describes one's external disposition or external emotional state. By taking into consideration or cognizance the various feelings or effects and resultant feelings or effects emanating from the constituent realms of the human feelings, which are displayed through the realm of the emotions. But in the real sense of it, all the effects of these constituent realms and their respective resultant effects cannot be displayed or felt all at once, since this would be chaotic and catastrophic. So what actually happens in reality is that at any point in time, one's perception and its resultant feelings could either be displayed independently or it could be displayed in conjunction with any or either of the rest realms. That is, perception and attraction, perception and repulsion, perception and desires, or perception and conscious desires, and their respective resultant feelings. In other words, at any given point in time, one's external disposition is either given, determined, or dictated by the display of their perception and its resultant feelings, or the display of either of the feelings of the attraction, repulsion, desires, conscious desires, and their respective resultant feelings, all in conjunction or consonant with the realm of perception. The dependency of these other realms on the realm of perception is primarily because they are all in actual fact subject to the realm of perception, which is the system's brain. This is why perception can function independently of the other realms, but the other realms, on the contrary, must function in tandem or in consonance with it. One other thing that must be pointed out is that since the realm of the emotions displays one's countenance, mood, temper, or temperament at any given point, then the realm of one's emotions in reality can never be left inactive. What this means is that there is really no room for vacuum with regards to the realm of one's emotions or one's external disposition, in just the same way as there can be no room for vacuum with regards to one's internal disposition. The realm of the emotions or external feelings never really goes on a recess, as there must always be a display of one feeling or the other, be it joy or sadness, anxiety or calm, distress or peace. Apart from that, it is also possible for one's actual internal feelings or internal disposition to be concealed in the guise of any other external feeling. For example, fear can be concealed via a calm disposition, while anger can be concealed via either a stolid, calm, or even nonchalant disposition. Call it pretense or whatsoever, but then it's a question of choice, and it also goes to show that one can actually choose their external disposition in spite of any previously felt internal feeling. One's LDPR helps one make this choice and sends the appropriate signals to the realm of the emotions for onward action or display. Either way, the realm of the external feelings is always kept active or in operation. In conclusion, one major implication of the external disposition function is the fact that it helps us see that in terms of the displayed or expressed feelings, the other realms of perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, and conscious desires are in reality sub-realms to or within the realm of the emotions or the zone of the external feelings. Number 2, your external feelings communicate your mentality, mindset, attitude, value system, behavior, instinct, character, and temperament. Apart from the fact that it shows your external disposition, your external feelings likewise communicates your mentality, mindset, attitude, value system, behavior, character, temperament, instinct, or natural impulse to your external environment, that is, other persons and things. In other words, in our study of the internal feelings, we said that every of these qualities are informed, dictated by, and embodied in one's internal feelings. Little wonder why they abide primarily as internal qualities until they are otherwise revealed or made obvious to one's external environment via one's external feelings or external disposition. So therefore, your attitude, behavior, mentality, mindset, instinct, character, temperament, natural impulse, or value system would continue to remain a mystery to your external environment until they are hence communicated to your external environment via your external feelings or emotions. Your external feelings communicate to the world your perception, that is your opinions, notions, views, beliefs, ideas, and how you think, reason, appreciate, evaluate, or realize things, life, self, and other persons. It also communicates your attraction, that is your likes, addictions, or value system. Your repulsion, that is your dislikes, disparities, your desires, your necessities, intentions, ambitions, expectations, and drive, your converse desires, and likewise the resultant feelings. By so doing, your emotions communicate your mentality, mindset, attitude, instinct, and temperament to your external environment or world. Number 3, your external feelings are tied to your internal feelings. While your internal feelings serve as roots or source feelings to your external feelings or external disposition, your external feelings or disposition, on the other hand, are a consequence of your internal feelings or internal emotional state. What this means is that your external disposition or feelings are tied to your internal disposition or feelings. The implication of the above is that it will be a futile effort trying to correct any anomaly or problem with one's external disposition, that is mood, temperament, or countenance, simply by focusing entirely on their external disposition or emotional state and ignoring their internal feelings or disposition. A more rewarding approach, on the other hand, would be to correct any problem with one's emotional disposition by recognizing, discovering, and working on the roots or source feelings responsible for producing such an external or emotional disposition. Number 4, your external feelings determine the way your external environment treats, handles, or relates towards you. Be careful with the exercise of your external feelings or emotions with regards to any person, thing, situation, or activity. In other words, be cautious about the display, expression, or disclosure of your feelings with regards to any person, thing, situation, activity, because your emotions or external feelings would end up determining the way your external environment will treat, handle, regard you, and relate, that is, act or react towards you. This is the golden rule of the external feelings or emotions. Contrary to what you may have believed in the past, the world or your external environment never relates with you based on your internal feelings, because it hardly knows your internal feelings. Rather, there is something else that the world or external environment waits upon, which is the display, expression, release, or disclosure of your internal feelings. And it is such an expression, display, release, or disclosure that determines the way the world or your external environment regards you, perceives you, and would likewise treat, handle, or relate to you. The moment your internal feelings are expressed, displayed, let out, or made obvious to your external environment, your external environment from such a display receives something valid about you, which it holds onto, and likewise relates to you based on. This something which it receives is nothing but a valid information about your person, and such information accords your external environment a valid basis by which it treats, handles, regards you, and relates with you. Stated in another way, your external environment only treats, handles, acts, reacts, or relates towards you based on what it receives from you, which is likewise what you have displayed, expressed, let out, or disclosed to it. And what it actually receives is a valid information about your personality as communicated by your external feelings or emotions, which are basically expressed, displayed, disclosed, or let out feelings that convey, reveal, or show either erroneous or otherwise true perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, and resultant feelings. This is why you must be cautious about the exercise of your external feelings, because your external feelings or emotions hold the key to revealing your person. It holds the key to revealing everything about you to your external environment. By revealing your perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, and resultant feelings, what your external feelings actually do is that they communicate your mentality, mindset, attitude, behavior, character, proclivities, value system, natural tendencies, and temperament, etc. to your external environment. These traits, attributes, or qualities reveal the way you relate to life, self, other persons, situations, things, your environment, and the world at large. They are likewise the valid information about your person, which your external environment receives from you, and based on it, forms its own perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, and resultant feelings, and external feelings with regards to you. In other words, your external environment forms its own perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, resultant feelings, and emotions with regards to you, based on the perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, and resultant feelings which it has received from you, or that which you have displayed, expressed, let out, supplied, or made obvious to it through the avenue of your external feelings. It is therefore this perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, converse desires, resultant feelings, and emotions which your external environment forms with regards to you that consequently determines how it, that is your external environment, treats, handles, regards, acts, reacts, or relates towards you. In more explicit terms, this is what I mean. Whatever information your external environment receives about your person through the avenue of your external feelings, whether it is representative of truth or error, fact or fallacy, would always go a long way to determine, number one, their perception, that is, opinion, notion, view, belief, sentiment, or ideology of you. Number two, whether or not they would be attracted to or drawn towards you, whether or not they would like, value, respect, regard, honor, appreciate, or even care about you. Number three, whether or not they would be repulsed by you, that is, whether or not they would dislike, disregard, dishonor, be disgusted, nausea, contempt, disaffection, or a lack of care, concern, and esteem towards you. Number four, it will determine whether or not you will become an object of their desire, that is, whether or not they would feel a necessity for you, not worthwhile intentions or ambitions with regards to you, be optimistic, hopeful, or expectant about you, and be driven towards or be passionate about you. Number five, it will determine whether or not you would be jettisoned into the awful category of their converse desires, that is, whether or not they would feel absolutely no necessity for you, not terrible intentions with regards to you, be pessimistic and critical about you, and be driven away from you, against you, or be lethargic towards you. Number six, it will determine their resultant feelings towards you, that is, whether they will be pleased, happy, excited about you, or they would otherwise be displeased, vexed, sad, resentful, and hateful towards you. Finally, it will determine their external feelings or emotions towards you, that is, it will determine which feelings they will display, express, let out, reveal, or disclose with regards to you, whether pleasant or unpleasant, or comfortable or uncomfortable. Now let's look at the concept of true and false emotions or external feelings. Can an emotion or external feeling be classified as false or erroneous? Certainly. An emotion or external feeling can be based on error or falsehood, or it can be incited or sparked up by the acceptance of error, falsehood, or a delusion, thus resulting in it being classified as false, erroneous, and hence misleading. On the other hand, it can equally be based on truth, or otherwise incited or sparked up by the acceptance of truth, and likewise be classified as true and trusty. Either way, all emotions or external feelings are at any point in time either based on, backed by, inspired by, or representative of truth or error, fact or fallacy. Remember, the key is that emotions are basically expressed, displayed, disclosed, or let out internal feelings. And so, if your internal feelings, that is your perception, attraction, repulsion, desires, complex desires, and resultant feelings are based on error, falsehood, or a delusion, then whatever you express, display, disclose, or let out would consequently be based on error, falsehood, or a delusion. But if on the contrary your internal feelings are based on truth, then whatever you display or let out, consciously or unconsciously, would likewise be based on truth or inspired by truth. This is the basic concept of true and false emotions or external feelings. Aside that, the realm of the external feelings, based on its strategic position, plays a vital role within the system of the human feelings. It serves as the outlet to the system of the human feelings, and likewise as an instrument or an avenue of proliferation. We said in earlier sections that the realm of perception, as the inlet to the system, receives information from the external environment in the form of truth, error, fact, or fallacy, and based on it, determines what transpires within the system, while the realm of emotions or external feelings, serving as the outlet on the other hand, consequently relays, displays, expresses, releases, or lets out information to the external environment, likewise in the form of truth, error, facts, or fallacies. By its unique function of relaying, displaying, or revealing information to the external environment in the forms of truth, error, facts, or fallacies, the realm of the emotions, external feelings, serves as the avenue with regards to the system of the human feelings, responsible for the continued proliferation of truth, error, facts, or fallacies on the earth. Consequently, with their spread, the forces and elements of truth and error control the state of affairs of the world and determine whether or not the world will be a better and safer place or not. This cannot be achieved without the instrumentality of the external feelings. As such, the spread of truth and positive change on the earth is carried out via the agency of truth-based or truth-backed emotions or external feelings, which are called true emotions or external feelings. This, in turn, accords humanity with a wholesome wind of good, sanity, sanctity, rectitude, virtue, excellence, morality, emotional stability, safety, security, peace, certainty, tranquility, and a more wonderful life in the world. The proliferation of error, on the other hand, via the agency of error-based or error-backed external feelings, also known as false or erroneous emotions or external feelings, is responsible for all the delusion, deception, emotional instability, crime, vice, immorality, insanity, depravity, negativism, corruption, evil, delinquency, insecurity, uncertainty on the earth, and likewise all of the world's problems. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful time speaking with you, and I hope you've understood what we have talked about on the emotional virus and the realm of the emotions. Thank you very much.